Good day everyone. This video is a continuation of Jinky's report about menu pattern, design, and format, and this time I will only discuss to you the menu format particularly. So, first let me tell you a little introduction about this topic. So, when we hear the word menu, many of us think that it is just a booklet or a list of foods we will eat the time we enter a food establishment, but it is not. Planning or creating a menu is not as simple as we think, as it is not just about listing down all the food items you want your chef to cook for your food establishment, as what I have said, but it takes a lot of art, a lot of effort, and calculation to create a good menu. Since it is very important to attract the eyes of the customers first, design and format must be taken into consideration because a well-designed and proper formatted menu with good descriptions can upsell the dishes itself and can influence the customers to visit and order repeatedly. Moreover, it must be well planned in order to have a sufficient lead time to allow the proper scheduling of personnel and kitchen equipment as well as the purchasing of the supplies and materials. So, in the next slides, we will see the formats needed to follow in order to have a good menu. I also included some examples in order for you to better understand it. So, the first thing we need to do is to capitalize all the words except articles, prepositions, and descriptive informations. Example, a, and, the, for, in, of, on, or with. So remember that foods are not proper names, so normally we can write it in a lowercase. But if they are used as a part of the title of a piece of writing, then as standard, all words except those three mentioned above are capitalized. So, for example, the picture on the left capitalized all the words in their menu item, but on the right, they did not. So another example, chicken curry with chili sauce. So the with there must be in a lowercase. Next is to arrange the menu items in order in which they are needed to be eaten in a meal. But it depends on what time is the service of the restaurant. For example, if they serve lunch, the soup is first served before the appetizer or in place of the appetizer, then the main dish followed by grains or bread and then the dessert. If for breakfast, fruit first, main dish, bread or cereal, and then beverage. Third, group foods within a course together. This is for the customers to better comprehend the items on which group they really belong. To elaborate, for example, the appetizer dishes must be grouped into one course, which is the appetizer course. All the main dish must be grouped into one as well as the dessert. In this manner, confusion will be prevented. What if we will not follow this format and just put everything there without grouping by course? So there is a tendency that I will think that chicken hot shot bites is a main dish because chicken is usually a viand and not an appetizer. Fourth, provide the most prominent place to the main dish, usually to the left, just like the example. That is to catch the attention of the customers. So additionally, if you have a menu of the day, it may be clipped or highlighted on the menu card to call attention and increase the sales. Fifth, use accurate descriptions and develop keywords for identification of items. So use adjectives denoting temperature such as chilled, ice, sizzling, hot, etc. We can also include the texture and the color. Also, the shape if it is whole or diced, and if necessary, indicate the method of preparation such as baked, broiled, grilled, sautéed, fried, many more. So example from the picture is egg fried rice. So they describe the dish as fried. Sixth, if your food establishment has special dishes, of course list all the specialties and other items not included in the three main courses and place them separately. Also, place at the top of the list the items you want to sell most. Seventh, design menu cards in harmony with the motif of the place, decors, ambience, and atmosphere of the location. Example, if the food establishment is formal and elegant, of course, the menu card must complement with a view. It must also be elegant, might be gold, silver, black, or a combination of these elegant colors. So, the writing also must be elegant but, of course, legible. Another example is if the food establishment is organic or environment themed, so we must plan a menu design that is green and fresh for the eyes. If it is halal restaurant, we can have a pattern design menu cards. Eighth, indicate the name and address of the organization, the days and hours of service, and other information. These details may impress and invite the customers for a repeat business. Also, it is easier for them to know well the establishment. Let me give an example using this menu card. On the left side, they included the days they are open, and that is during Tuesday or Saturday to Saturday. On the right side, they included the time they are open, that is every 12 noon until 5 p.m. only. They also included their contact information for reservation that can be seen on the lower part of the card. Ninth, edit to avoid misspelled words, incorrect prices, and incomplete listing. It is inappropriate and awkward to see any misspelled word and incorrect phrases in the menu. Especially menus are the face of the food establishment, as we all know. Example, America beer instead of American beer, house made instead of homemade, quinoa instead of quinoa. So the customers might be confused because of this. Lastly, menu must be easy to read, quick to grasp, and clear as the prices. This is for a clear and comprehensible presentation to the customers. So I think that's all, and thank you for listening. I hope you have learned something.